Ah, yes, rock and roll. How is everyone rocking today? Yes, I wasn't struggling at all with exiting the game whatsoever. That was not a complete non-issue. There was no problem there whatsoever. Okay, fantastic. Right, okay. So at the moment, I've got here saying topic of the day: bees themed cards. Now, although that is going to be part of the theme, we're going to change it to sorting out loads of little problems. Okay. All right. That is our plan for today, and one of them is going to be trying to work out why I couldn't exit the game there. So, first of all, let's rock. How is everyone doing today? I have while I was doing my doing a little play testing and stuff, I found a few little problems, and what I thought I would do is just put a massive checklist, and all of these little problems will hopefully only take somewhere between either a minute and a half to half an hour, and we're going to just try and rattle through loads of them in one go. And some of them aren't necessarily problems per se, but things that I would want to improve. So, right, complete number one on the list. What I have learnt is with these bees cards that we've made, they are like far too hold on. Right, they are like absolutely they are, well, no, they're overpowered. They're not like ridiculously overpowered, but they are a bit too strong. So the way that we're going to kind of improve them is like the way, yeah, the reason they're like particularly too strong is, for example, I mean, I think the Ranger Recruit, Bees' Ranger Recruit, the fact that when you have it to level 3, it means it summons 4 Rangers plus 3 for every Bees card played. That does just become far too strong. So the way that I want to sort of nerf it slightly is by making it, say, add 10 Rangers, but plus 1 for every Bees card played. So it doesn't scale up as much, because as much as I do like the concept of cards scaling up, it was scaling up far too much, and it was, you know, like, I think on, you know, it got to a certain point where I'd do a Bees Ranger Recruit, and I'd be literally bringing in like 60 Rangers, and it would be far too strong. So we're going to up the initial amount of Rangers that you spawn, but we're going to lower all of these just to 1, regardless of whether it's level 3 or not. So that is going to be, and I think I can work on that now, just because that's what I'm sort of, that's where my brain is going to. And then we're going to then just start, well, this is one of the problems that we're looking to rattle through, but we're then going to sort of change some other things. And I've got my checklist, which is hold on, how do I do this? Here we go. Right, so we've got a bunch of problems here that we're just going to work through and just sort of sort out slowly but surely, get through all of them. Right, yes, awesome. Okay, I'm just checking my mic is on. And we are, let's get cracking. Right, so armored the enforcers, these ones that give armored attackers. I think I want to, so at the moment, if I go like this and just turn them all into 1, okay, and then we're just going to, first of all, turn this into 1, and this into 1, but we're going to make it that you get more armoured enforcers each time. So maybe instead of it being 6, let's turn that into 8. No, maybe, I think 7. Is that, no, that still feels a bit rubbish. No, maybe 8. And this one to be 14. So, because I still like the idea that when you upgrade from 2 to 3, it's normally a bigger upgrade than it is from 1 to 2. So we just need to change those numbers there. And I'm going to do pretty much exactly the same thing on with the defenders one. So it's So let's just have a little scan through. If I check this one correctly, then we're kind of sorted. Summons 4 armoured attackers, +1 for every bees, 8 +1, 14 +1. Brilliant. Bees Knees, this is the healing one. I need to change the numbers. I'm kind of okay with this one remaining the same scale. I still actually need to alter this. I'm okay with this one scaling because you only get to do it once, and if it's like a big old full heal, like, then that one I'm just going to keep the same as it is. So Bees Lonely Defender. Now this is going to be an interesting one. So I still like the idea that it starts as 1, and we're just going to change these ones here so that it only goes up by 1 each time. But the actual number of defenders, bear in mind you're paying 0 to actually cast this. It can't be too much stronger, but I still want it to be stronger enough to incentivize people to actually still want to upgrade it. So maybe if we go 4 and 4, and this one is 10 and 10, because I think that's slightly more reasonable, because obviously anything that costs 0 mana you just doesn't you can just do forever, so I think that's okay. This one here, let me have a little look. So how what's the actual wording that I've got here? So these ones, we are, again, this is planning ahead. This is the one where you draw extra cards. So I'm going to turn this number here to 1. But I believe we can do 8 and 8. And this one here is going to be 14 and 14. Is that no, that's not too good. That's not too good. It is a good card. No, I think I should actually, sorry, just kind of like going back on myself. I think I should dial it down slightly, because you also draw 3 extra cards next turn. So I want to make it slightly weaker. So maybe it should be 10. And then 10. Right, sorry, home, not 0. Yeah, 10 attackers, plus, and I need to make sure I'm changing all of this, so we can have a little scan through there. So it's 10 attackers plus 1 for every bees card. This one will be, I think, 7 plus 1. So 4, 7. Yeah, I think that's better. And we can actually, and I think kind of where we've got this in brackets, we don't need this here. We can actually start getting rid of all these things saying in total at this point. So we're struggling our way through, but we're going to get there. So we can actually get rid of all this. Yeah, this is not necessarily this bit. Bees Knees, we discussed this completely fine. Lonely Defender, let's get rid of that. Yeah, it's only because I've played it through a little bit, and I think every single time, even if my first few draws weren't bees cards, I would find every single card that would be bees. I'd buy everyone from the shop, and before I knew it, I was far too strong, and fights were slightly trivial on the hardest difficulty setting. So I do want to, yeah, this is why we're doing that. So I need to just change. Yeah. So just changing a little bit, and then we'll obviously I'm going to have some more play tests at some point, see if that's good. But what my plan is today is I am looking to do as many little bug fixes as I can. Like a lot of things as well. It's things like there's certain points where when you're playing, I became a bit impatient. I was like, I can't be bothered to wait like the 2 seconds for this to pop up. I want it to happen faster. Protectors, what's this one here? So these ones here we're going to change to 1, and I'm just going to change the numbers almost exactly the same as I did with enforcers. So 14 and 8. So protectors, kind of want that to, yeah, that's better. So 4. So this will be 8 and 1. This will be 8 and 1. And this will be 14 and 1, 14 and 1. And we're getting rid of all this stuff where it says in total here. The only reason that you'd need to know the in total thing is if you're mid-game. So that's why I'm just getting rid of this. So we're slowly sort of cleaning a few things up. Yep, that looks okay. Looks like we're almost done. Just want to check that all of these numbers here, apart from the bee's knees, which is the healing one, and the ranger recruit. Now this is a tricky one to deal with, because this card was just so strong. It was so strong that we need to address that. I think I'm not going to put too much thought into it. I'm going to have 1, and maybe I think 2, 4, and 7 makes sense. So 2, so just fixing things as I go. So 2 rangers there. This one's going to be 4. And 4. And this one's, because yeah, 1 mana for 7 rangers is pretty good. And with that bees effect, I think that's fair enough. Because obviously I want to make the game fun and playable, and I don't want people to just be like, oh right, turns out the bees cards are far too good. Only ever do this one tactic, you know. Although I must admit, whenever I'm playing Slay the Spire, I love playing the Silent and building a poison build. Right, I don't actually necessarily know that it's unequivocally the best build, but it's just I always go towards making that particular build because I just love that build so much. So we're just getting rid of the in total bits here. Yeah. So we can, I think we're actually kind of well on our way. This looks fine. Okay, right, good. That is one thing sorted. Right, now let's start working our way through the checklist. And you know what, just because I'm a little bit paranoid, I'm just going to go file, save, and save project. I always do that, like, I normally do that at the end of the stream, but I just feel I've made some important changes, essentially nerfed cards that are far too good, and we are just going to work our way down. These ones here, these are quite big projects that I'm not looking to do. I tell you what, oh yes, of course, yeah, we've got some really good fun things that I'm looking to put in. I tell you, the one that I really wanted to do, and now I have no idea how I'm going to do that, but I think this is one of the trickiest ones, and I feel while my brain is properly like a yes, let's go. We're going to work on this. I realise there's quite a lot of debug messages here that I may as well start trying to get rid of. But yeah, so my. Yeah. Oh, of course, yeah. I think we can get rid of that now. Yeah, so here is the plan. There's a move where the monster will attack for a certain amount of damage and destroy one of your totems and gain attack for destroying it. Okay, that's right. This is just loading the first time. I should have actually had this prepared. But what I kind of want to do is I've realised that it can be really harsh if everything about your build is to do with totems and they destroy like 2 of your totems. So I think as much as it still destroys the totems, I want to make it so that what will happen is those totems turn back into the card and go into your discard pile. I think that's a little bit more reasonable. So it still destroys the totem, but you can eventually cast that totem again. And I think that's just a little bit more kind of fair, I think. Because I know specifically, actually, this Boy Royston totem, like I had a whole build designed by that, and I had 2 level 3 Boy Roystons in play, and then the monster destroyed both of them, and I was like, I've got no, I'm just obviously dead. So that's I haven't really worked out how we're going to do that yet, but that is going to be our plan. So what I think the first thing that we need to do is go into our main game, and then make sure that we're fighting an enemy that does the move that destroys totems, and then we're just going to see where we go with it, I suppose. And yeah, because I think part of it, when you cast the totem, you need to somehow have a reference to that card. When you cast the totem, you need a reference to the card attached to that totem, so that it knows that when it destroys, it's creating another card. I don't think it should be too hard, but let's see where we go with it. Right, so first of all, resources. Let's close all of this. We've got monsters, and I'm just kind of cycling through. I'm looking at where is it? Initial monsters attacks. We just want to find one that has the totem smash as its first attack. I think I've got one that does that. Initial monsters attack. Are they all second attacks that they've got it as? I think they are. Initial monsters attack. Yes, Tice. Perfect. Okay, that's who we're going to be fighting first. So if we go into here, we're going to fight Tice, and I've switched this don't load on, and that basically just means that I can just put whatever cards I like in. So let's go turn this to 0, and then add a strategy totem. Sure. We want to add Boy Royston. Sure. Let's add a few of those. And yeah, so we're just looking to make some totems so that we can work out Angry Chuck. Probably better have some sort of cards that some sort of cards that actually benefit from it. So okay, so now I'm just going to have a little play, check everything's all a go, so everything's working. And what I'm going to do just in the meantime as well, create task, sort out why the game didn't close when I wanted it to. Okay. That's just like from, yeah, because it's quite embarrassing. It's like, here is the game. Right, now I'm looking to exit it and it won't let me. Okay, so I think I can just do all of these things. And yeah, and I know you're probably thinking, well, surely it's not going to work now. You can't just hope that it does the thing that you want. And that is true. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is a whole mechanic. Oh, of course, these are the only 4 cards that we have. Oh, what have I done? Pause. Okay, I think we're back in. And we can then kind of look at it while it's all occurring. Right, so now Totem Smash. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of get this far in. So Totem Go, edit script. I know I probably didn't need to go this far into the game to work all this out, but I kind of like to actually, you know, for me to be able to fix anything, I've got to kind of get into the spirit of it. So this is the totem. Let's go Control MO. Let's look at all the things that we can actually do with it. So destroy self routine. Oh yeah, that's the gore that we're giving it. So I think actually this might be pretty easy, to be honest. So before we do anything, I'm just going to play. He's going to attack for 31, damage some of the armoured here, and then destroy the top 2 totems and gain attack for it. Yeah, and what we want to do as an addition to that totem destroying, we want to create a card that then goes into the discard pile. And I think we've actually got a good solid deck that we built together, which is perfect for putting this plan into action. So I think we start working on it. Let's go. Okay, right. Right, let's go where's this? Over here. Sorry, I'm just putting this into the corner just so I know we're going to sort of come back to it. Right, so how do we do that? I think number one, this, yeah, like I say, it's a lot easier said than done, but we're going to have a public card SO, something like, I think we could just do _ card SO. Okay, and now here we want to have one extra argument, which will be card SO, and then at this point here we're going to have _ card SO equals card SO. Okay, right. So we are now. Yeah, this should be fine now. We just need to actually, what I think the best thing is if I just go exit now, we'll find all the error messages. Oh, it's only one. Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. That makes life a lot easier. So what we, yeah, like I say, we're going to have to backtrack a little bit. But when we're setting up the totem, obviously this is giving us a red squiggly message because we've just added a whole extra argument to this whole thing. And we want to, like give it like reference to the card SO doing it, which still should be okay, right? This shouldn't be too difficult to do. So first of all, we're going to add an argument to this routine, which is going to be card SO, and comma card SO, but obviously the problems don't just fall apart here. We need to actually keep backtracking, putting card SO, and then what we need to now. Oh wow, really? That's perfect. Nice. Okay. All right. Well done, Betty. I can't remember. We came up with a system of where whenever the autocorrect does exactly what you want it to do, I just say like "Thank you, Betty," but I can't remember the name. Anyway, you've done exactly what I wanted. Okay. Now instead of trying to do anything, we just find out where are all the error messages coming from. Oh, yeah, good. Oh, fantastic. Only one error message. That's good. So summon routine, because yeah, all we're looking to do is just so it looks like this is the actual summon totem bit, so we're still backtracking a little bit. So if I actually go, oh wow, look at this. Okay, no, not quite. Card SO, comma, and I think we'll eventually, so what is actually happening? This is the card action totem script. This is the script that deals with summoning, with summoning the totems in the first place. So let me just go find all references, see where we're at. Yep, that's fine. Haha, yeah. Look, easy peasy. So all we need to do is just when we're summoning, we just need to give it this reference here. Give a reference to the card SO. Okay, sorry. When I keep saying the word card SO, that's the card scriptable object. That is like a repeatable script. If we go into here, because I haven't really explained what a card SO is. So first of all, let's close all but this. Let's because I kind of want to have a look at it as well. Go to definition. So whenever we're creating any card, these are all the things that we need to actually alter and change when we're making a new card. Some of them you can just leave, but and there's a few things like master deck reference. I had an idea for something and I realised this isn't actually needed at all. I could just delete it. I'm a little bit scared to, in all honesty, so I'm not, but I don't think this is needed. I had a plan for something and then I realised it wouldn't work. So anyway, what we need to do is just go on to all of these and then just pass the argument of card SO, comma, card SO. Oh, let's go. Oh, thank you, Betty. Right, let's rock. Okay. Betty has truly got my back here. Okay, so that's brilliant. What we're going to do now, see if we've got any more error messages. So all of this process has just been purely, so each individual totem has got its has got a reference to the card that created it, held in its jaws, held in its like script. So let me, first of all, I just want to see if I can create a totem without any problems occurring. So that all goes there. And I can't remember if I made it public or not. But let's have a look. Aha, nice. Okay, so absolutely perfect. It's done exactly what I wanted. So we're selecting this totem, and we see here we've got reference to the card that it's created. Now that we've done that, what we kind of want to do is from the totem script itself, bless me, we want to have a function where it creates the card and then puts it into the discard pile. But we've made a good sort of like this should be okay. What I should have done, and I'll do it quickly now, I should have actually had the totem script open. I should have got to it. So even though there's probably other ways of doing it, my method is always to actually just create it, and then this is the totem that we're after. Let's go edit this script. and see where we're rocking. Okay, but now we've got access to this card SO, and the world is good again. So when we are destroying self, I'm going to have comma bool add yeah, because we want to make sure that we've still got the ability to destroy a totem without adding the card into the discard pile, because one of the totems is called Noble Kotu, and that is, if you've ever played Slay the Spire, there's a card called Buffer, which means that it's like the next source of damage is prevented and then it destroys itself. So we're going to have a bool also add card to discard pile. Okay. That equals false. Okay, so yeah, comma, oh no, actually over here, comma bool also add card to discard pile, comma okay. All right. So this is all the bits where it's destroying itself, and what we want to have here is if also add card to discard pile. We want to, let's just have a little. I do the classic like putting green notes as to exactly what I want to, of everything that I want to do. So first of all, we want to create the card held in the card SO, and put the card in the discard pile, add the card to the discard pile. Yeah, move. Yeah, I suppose it's like move. Yeah, move the card to the discard pile. Add the card to the discard pile. Okay, so we are. Yeah, this one. Like as I say, like we're going to be looking at old code that I haven't delved into for quite a while. But I think this should be fine. So we've got to work out as well, I believe. Let me try and work out the right way to do this. So first of all, we can stop here, and we just need to work out how we can create a card. So we can kind of look a little bit like from the actual let's have a look. So what I'm thinking is all of the code to actually create a card at runtime to look at something is kind of held in here. So we kind of want to have a look at this and then just copy a bit of that code and see how it all works out. So it's going to be similar to drawing a card, I guess. Or is it? Or is it? So give cards to hand routine. Oh yes. And by the way, another thing, just while we're looking at this thing, what I want to do as well is make sure generally everything works a bit faster. So I've noticed that when you've got a deck of say 25 cards and you're looking to you're then looking to refill your draw pile, it does take quite a long time, and it's like I want people to, I don't want people to just be like, oh, got to wait for all of this. So that's what I'm looking to do as well today. But we're doing, yeah, like I say, slightly trickier one. So let's have a look. So over here, what exactly is going on here? So they're creating a card. Actually, you know what? The more I think of it, I've got a better idea, I think. Have we actually got... if we go into prefabs, we can stop this now. If I have card stuff... Oh, actually, sorry. Another little thing which I kind of learnt accidentally is, and I do it without thinking now, but I was just trying to drag this here, and I grabbed onto this accidentally, right? And I was like, oh no, what am I doing? Right? I don't want this for anything, right? I was just trying to drag the side. If you just press escape while you got the button held down, it just cancels that dragging action, which I found very useful. Cards to be added mid-combat. It's as if I've done this already. Oh, wow. Let's have a little look. See if we can just... Let's have a look at this script. See if this has got everything... everything that we need. So what we could do... this kind of looks pretty awesome. This looks exactly what we need. So let's go... So, totem script. What we're going to do first of all is have... oh wow, yes. Oh, sorry, I'm so happy. Like this script here, it like completely... Oh yes, Code Rad, let's rock. How's it going, man? Oh, wicked. Yes, you just caught me at an awesome moment, like kind of where I was thinking I was going to have to make a whole new script for something, but I've realised that a little while ago I just made something which is essentially I can just use that. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to have card to be added mid-combat script. Let's just have card to be, that's fine, equals instantiate, and now we're just going to get it right from the source. So resources.load game object, and then we'll find out where it needs to go. But yeah, more importantly, how's everything going with you, Code Rad? Oh yeah, one thing as well. This is only entirely if you want, because I can probably name it something else. But there's a concept that I'm looking to add soon, which I'm looking to add a concept to this game, and there's a particular card that I kind of want to call it Code Rad or something like that, right? So I've got a whole series of cards, but there's going to be one card that's going to be, it's kind of like in many respects, I want there to be a bit of a sort of panic button. It's going to have a sort of big juicy button. It's like, oh, Code Rad, and it's going to summon something. Would you be okay if I named a card after you? Like that's, yeah, because it's going around in my head, and I'm thinking this would actually be pretty cool. Anyway, cards to be instantiate. We want to get is it totem trans dot position quaternion.ident. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Oh, nice, awesome. Yeah, cool. I just wanted to kind of like just ask you before I would, because it's like the general, like, yeah, as I say, obviously if ever you think, oh no, I don't like this concept, I'm always happy to back out, but I'll explain roughly what I want this card. There's going to be a whole new concept of something that's going to be called like a ready camp, right, where it's you have a little, and I've done a little several sprites where you can have, like, if you add, say, a defender to the ready camp, that means at the end of every turn, right, let's just say you've got 3 defenders in the ready camp, it means at the end of every turn you add 3 defenders, right? So obviously it's going to be quite expensive to do. It's just that will help in games where you've got a really massive, like, boss that's got loads of life, and you need to just continuously scale up. So if you can keep adding things to the ready camp, you're going to become stronger permanently for the rest of the concept. And I like the idea of there being something which is called Code Rad, where it just activates all of your ready camp things to add to the battle, and it will do it again as well at the end, like normal. And I just feel like it was just, like a sort of Code Rad. Anyway, I thought that's something which, if I can get to today, I'll be really happy. But like today is going to be more like a proper sort of cleanup. So yeah, that's what we're sort of working on now. Right. So let's go find card to be added to mid combat. Let's go copy this path. Chuck this over here. And we get rid of all this. And what we kind of want to do is so at the moment we've created this card and we want to set it up. Card to be dot think if I say set up card according to class, and that will be our held card SO. Oh, right. So has it found that once you've cursed one, it curses the other one as well, or something? Yeah. Well, I think the like obviously kind of I think you're probably more knowledgeable about it than me. It's just I quite often if ever I'm not sure, I just put debug messages everywhere to try and work out exactly where the problem sort of lies. Right, so we've set up the card. But it's always good. That's the thing. That's why it's good to have spotted this now. It's like, and out of interest, is the problem that if you give one person, say, a freeze debuff or something, does it affect the other, or is it a completely different problem altogether? So we're just going to copy all this. Control C, Control V, boink to. Discard pile, boink to discard pile routine, yeah, okay, so what are all the things that happen here? Let's have a look. So the card transit gets bigger, does all that, moves to. Oh, hang on a sec. Move to point. Oh, we don't need this at all. We could just have card to be added. It looks like this bit doesn't actually affect. Oh, yeah, easy. Okay, sorry, I was copying and pasting this. We don't need to do that at all. We can just use this function with the destination deck, and we kind of sorted. Okay, yeah, sorry. So I think I should rename this to boink to position because, like in my head, I thought this was affecting the thing. Anyway, oh yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. I tell you what, I genuinely, you seem to have actually like nailed marketing. It's something that I always bring up with. I think both you and me, we're decent sort of coders, but it turns out marketing, there's people who get degrees and doctorates in marketing. It's like, turns out that's a whole extra skill that you are actually picking up really, really well. It's like kind of, and I'm getting there, but it's just, all fair play to it. And by the way, I do actually go on to TikTok every now and then, and it's cool to see like all your videos. It's really cool. Right, so we can actually just get rid of this. This is fine. So I just want to rename this to boink to place, and I'm going to rename this to boink to place routine. because I realised this isn't actually, all this is doing is there's no actual code is occurring here. It's just purely no intrinsic important code is being done here. So with that knowledge in mind, let's go back over here. We need to find out, have we got discard pile script dot? No. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. For the time being, we're going to have discard pile script discard equals find object of type discard pile script if discard in fact is equal to null. We just want to have a big panic saying debug.log saying what? No. Discard pile, and with some exclamation marks. Okay, that's just my little safety check to work out that, to check that we do have the discard pile. Else, right? Else we're going to have discard dot get trans dot position. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. We want to have card to be dot boink to place, and that to just be there. Okay. While card to be, oh yeah. So I need to do So it's quite hard to describe. The problem is I store some stuff in the scriptable objects, and when I modify one, the original one in my project, yes, oh my gosh, I've had exactly that problem, right? Okay, I'm so excited to tell you this. Okay, fantastic, right, okay, hold on, let me just, I'm too excited. Okay, hold on, let me just quickly put this bit of code, and then I'll show you something which I learned, because I literally ran into that exact problem. Hold on, okay, right, I'm really excited now. So, it might even be here, deck script, so there is a way, somewhere, you basically, at the beginning of each fight, you just say the code, sorry, find all references, it's in here somewhere, card library, yeah, the only problem, because it's like, hold on, over here, if I go main game master, right, summon deck, because there's a way of saying instantiate, where you just instantiate that particular card, and then you have a clone of it, and you can change it, and it won't affect what's happening. So you can change it as much as you like, and it won't have any effect. It's because the reason this all became a problem is because I've got a card called Keen Archer. Like, oh man, I'm genuinely like, kind of, this is one of those times where it's like I'm thinking I can actually really properly help you here. Like, and you might have worked it out, but you can have let's just see if I have somewhere. It is simply like, once you've got a reference to the thing. Oh, hold on. It's called George Clooney, yeah. And it's literally as simple as it sounds. I'm so like I say, if I can find this, so that opens the scene. Hand script equals that. Set up hand script. Let's go to the definition. Set up basic deck. No, this is it. This is it. Okay. So what I've got, this where it says current deck, these are all scriptable objects. And what I've done here is I've had card SO, Cardo, right, equal this particular one. And then I've made something called George Clooney, right? That what it is as simple as saying George Clooney equals instantiate this particular thing, right? And now I'm changing some booleans, so should be a clone into is a clone, right? And then instead of adding this original version, I'm adding George Clooney, and that is it is as simple as that. Like, yeah, it's worth. I mean, you don't necessarily have to call it George Clooney. That was just all I could think of at the time. But it's a matter of getting a reference to the thing that you want to copy, and then just simply saying card so like Clooney, which it doesn't have to be called George Clooney, and just instantiate it, and then it's done. All right, then you just need to worry about fitting this one in and replacing whichever one. Anyway, I hope that is useful, because I think I was looking for it, and then someone said, "Oh, you just instantiate it," and then yeah, and I was thinking it can't be that simple, and then it literally worked perfectly, right? It literally, that was the whole problem dealt with. And yeah, because every single time that I needed to change anything on the card SO, not only would it change it for every other version of that card in the game, it would change it in the inspector. So it's like the Keen Archer was just getting better and better and better. Like, as the more I did it, it's like it literally just changed the intrinsic code of there. Whereas if you create a clone of it, it kind of deals with it. Anyway, sorry, I know that exact problem, and yeah, I hope so I hope that is useful. Right. Anyway, so where were we? Card to be added mid script. Yeah. So if we go onto here, we have totem script. Oh yeah. This is the point where we're boinking it to place. We're waiting for it to be there, and now here we just want to. So that's about there. And now we want to have discard dot let's go to this definition, and now I think somewhere here, Control MO, add card to discard pile. Oh yeah, perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we just need to do this add card to discard pile thing. Let's go add this to our friends. Discard dot add card to discard pile. And yeah, we can just do that. That's fine. I mean, I could have card to be dot card so, but that's not necessary. We've got the card that we want to put in, and I can just have another little while discard dot busy yield return null. Okay, now I think this is literally fixing everything. We just need to get to this point here. Let's go find all references, and there is exactly 2, which is the correct number that I wanted. Destroy highest totem routine. Destroy specific totem routine. So I think when it's destroy the highest totem routine, we can just put a in fact, I'm going to have a little boolean here, boolean, which will be also add card to discard pile. Oh. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Nice. So, I mean, it's kind of surreal, actually, because we've got very, very different looking games, but there's still quite a few things that, like, a few similar problems we're running into. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Like, I didn't know it was going to work. Because in theory, and it's something which you don't really think of, but if you have a game object in game, any game object, it doesn't even need to be some code, but anything, and you say instantiate it, you do create a clone of that. And it works the same with everything else. So we're going to have Control C. format, Control V, also add card to discard pile, and here destroy self, and then we're going to have a boolean also add card to discard pile. Okay, and then we just need to find all references. And here we simply need to put true. Okay, I think we've nailed it. Yeah, so like the reason now, where was I? It was trying to work out where the code was, where I used George Clooney. Let's have to think. But like, I only do it for ones that I need to clone, because for apart from Keen Archer, pretty much every other card, it's always going to be exactly that. But if I suddenly needed to buff all the cards by, you know, a certain amount, oh yeah, right. Let's have a look. Where are we? Yeah. Status effect. Yes, yes. That might work. That might work. I would probably do a few more lines, like saying something like new status effects equals instantiate status effects, and then but that probably does work as well. Yes, yes. I think that would probably be fine. But for my sort of OCD, I would, you know, it's more like how I visualize it. I would think, well, I want to. This is the clone. I want to create the clone. All right, there it is, and then assign it. Yeah, yeah. But like, I think it's. But like, as I say, that code genuinely is probably completely fine. But I think it's like sometimes, because there's little things. It's like in my code with every single if statement, regardless of whether it's one line or not, I'm always going to use curly brackets. And the only reason is just purely so I can see it. I can sort of, it's just clearer to me. So it's like, for that same reason, I would still kind of break it up a little bit. But I think that is literally completely fine. Right. Right, where are we? We were... Oh, yes, I think we're actually ready to give it a test. So, destroy highest totem. So that's removed that one. So I think, let's see if we've got any error messages. And we want to see if this works. Oh, man, sorry to hear that. Yeah. But like, I think it's scary with scriptable objects that if it's if I was to somehow change one of these like mid combat, it literally changes it. Not only does it change it for the rest of the game, but it changes it for like the rest of eternity. You know, unless you actually change it. So if you did want to change it, you make a clone of it and then change that clone, and then that's only created at runtime, and it's quite safe. Right. Right. Okay. We are good. He's jumping forward twice. So now, let's go create some more. So what we're hoping to happen, he's going to arrive now. He's got this totem destruction move. Right, if I just play out everything that I'm hoping to happen, these archers are going to attack. It's going to do damage to him. Then he's going to respond. He's going to do 31, destroying all of my the armor of all of these and dealing 2 damage to my town and killing the rangers. Right. But oh no, before he does that, he's actually going to destroy these 2 totems. Let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Let's see if it does the thing that I want it to do. Okay, that's the damage. Yes. Oh, look at that. Absolutely. Yes, let's go. So I want to check as well that these... so hopefully I've got a chance of getting these angry chucks back in, and I do. Okay, fantastic. I thought that was going to take longer. It looks like I sorted it out. Yeah. Right. Okay. Massive win. Right. Okay. Right. Let's go. Let's go back to the list. Let's try and sort out things. But that was going to be the hardest thing. So nerf bees cards. That's one thing that we've done already. We're still going to keep it in testing. Make it so that when your totems are destroyed, they turn back into cards and put into the discard pile. That looks fine. It looks like that's absolutely fine. Okay, right. Yes, awesome. Oh, yeah, sort out why the game didn't close. Okay, yeah, we're gonna come back to that. That's something I haven't really worked out how I'm gonna sort out. Oh yeah, I do want to make a card that benefits from trash. Like whenever you play any trash, you add say like a totem that's called like trash. I think I kind of want to call it something like Trash Mama or something, you know, and it be some sort of look almost like a trash can. And whenever you play any scrap or trash cards, she kind of goes rum, 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 and then like adds like some attackers and defenders or something. That's my plan. So let's go right. Make things faster by choosing a card faster. That's it. Right. Okay. So what we need to do now is like first of all we need to look at the problem. And oh, I'm so glad. I'll tell you what, that was a big problem. I thought that was going to take a lot longer than it did. So we've completely fixed that problem. Admittedly, I think the putting those cards, like, it was a little on the slow side, but that's easy to fix. That's something that I will fix later. I just want to check it still works. So now we are going to go into the Destiny map, and over here, reward, it doesn't really matter what we have here. I think if I just press play now, we can actually hopefully look at the problem. So yes, okay, this is exactly what we're looking to do. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to press pause now. We're going to have a look at this Destiny text box here. Oh, it's got access to all of those as well. That doesn't matter. And so we're going to edit that. We're going to have a good fun look into this because there's something else that I want to fix at the same time. So let's go stop this. We're going to close all but this. I saw a little red thing. I don't think that should be fine. Okay. Right. So where are we up to? Why do I... it doesn't matter. Okay, right, I can just close that. Okay, right. So, yeah, this is quite a big script, unless I'm mistaken. There's quite a lot going on in this script because this deals with all the sort of reward text. It deals with kind of everything. So what? Oh yes, right. One little thing: add Rumple tokens routine. This one should be reward text equals Rumble token strings. So in fact, I'm going to have Rumple tokens to add. We can actually do this. Essentially, I think I just need to do that. So that, yeah. Yeah, so like that. Sorry, that was actually another problem that I have been meaning to fix for ages, and I think I have just flat fixed it now. So if the chaos level was say 3, let's just have a little look. We go, and that's fine. Obviously, all of this we need to make quicker. Oh, we got an error message, which is fine. Not sure what's going on there. Oh, I think I do. I know what the problem is. That's fine. That's fixable. This is what we were wondering. Int. Looks like we haven't got access to... Oh, yeah, I kind of see the problem. So game info script. Yeah. The slight problem is we haven't got access to the game info script. I'm trying to work out exactly why that is the case. Oh, it's because we're running... okay, right. Got to work out an easy way of fixing this. I don't know if there is actually an easy way of fixing this. Okay, there is kind of an easy way of fixing it. It will just... Oh, didn't mean to do that. All of this is fine, but we need to go onto the title screen. I won't save. It doesn't matter too much. We want to have... we want to play the game. Hopefully... Oh, no, we're still running into problems. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, we need to... Yeah. Wonder if I can edit scripts. So the slight problem is because we're saving and loading at different times, we're saving sort of bad information. This wouldn't happen in the real game, but it's only because I've been tweaking with this. If load game... yeah, we need to... so I think what we do is have don't load. We just have public bool quick reset, Control S. If quick reset, then do something else. Yeah. So, and then here we want to have Control C, Control V, reset game. Okay. So this is like, yeah, it's just a very sort of quick way of dealing with a bit of a problem. So I'm going to now, on here, all I need to do is just have quick reset and then press play. And hopefully that will just kind of fix all the issues. So, oh, hold on. Yeah, I think it's fine. So this has just reset everything back to 0. I think it's taking a bit of a clunky time to solve, but that's okay. So we've quickly reset everything. Now, now I'm just going to have a little bit of an experiment here. Where are we? We need to go master. Just want to have anything here. There's a chance we might actually need to do a fight to check this works. We do, because that bit's been reset. Never mind. Trying to work out. That's a little bit gutting, actually. You know what? I'm going to... oh, yeah, actually. So, reward for monster. I'm going to have a debug.log change this back gis dot reward for monster dot, equals resources dot load card SO, and then we just want to quickly find monster SO. Yeah, we just want to quickly find the the monster. Any monster is fine. So monster. So let's go Blobbo. Copy path. Control V. Okay, so we've now got access to our monster. So hopefully, with all this in mind, this should now work. And we've done all of this entirely for one very specific purpose. So change this back, that's good. Yeah, I need that reminder. So now we should be getting the reward screen. And but we didn't. But we didn't. Let me just try one other very quick thing. Scenes. Destiny map. Don't save. Didn't need to do that, sorry. We're going to have a quick reset here. And press play. Oh no, of course. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not. Everything's all rocking. There's so many easy ways of fixing this. I'm just trying to work out the most complicated possible convoluted way of doing this. Because all we're looking to do is bring up the reward screen. Purely because I need to change things on it. Let's have a look. Upon start, we're begin Destiny map routine. Oh yeah, wow, gosh, I just come up with such a so it summons all of that. Check for monster routine. Let's go to monster reward. Go. Oh yeah. So what I really needed to do was on here. Let's go copy this. Control V. Yes, okay, right. I think we finally sorted it. Okay, so this, yeah, we can get back to this. So, oh yeah, right, okay. Now I think we're good now. So, in actual fact, we don't even need the quick reset. And we go back onto the title screen. So save, that's fine. Master, yep, that's fine. Okay. Right, has all this been sorted? Okay. Right, so I press play now. We just go new game. Because I've just hard coded it so that we always get this reward here. Right, so that's the 28 gold, and that number does go up to 28. Here, we ran into the same problem. Oh yeah. Right, okay. Do I actually need to do... I think I might need to do some combat to actually get it to work. However, in theory, we will have created the thing. Let's just have a look. Oh, I see. Right, okay. Might take a little bit longer than I thought, but that's okay. Where we've got our Big Daddy map script. Right. Sorry, I need to just do a little bit of quiet sort of thinking here. So this is where we create the thing. We're checking for the monster reward. Oh, yes. Oh. Yeah, I see. So I kind of... think if I just have that there. Let's give this a try. Okay. Yeah, because what we're doing, we're trying to get access to something that we don't have access to yet. And all of this is just purely to try one thing. So new game. All right, so it should actually create the map. Oh no, yep. Right, okay. Right. Okay, fantastic. Right, that is actually kind of what we were after. But now, if I... So that was one. Because if I... have it so that the chaos level is, say, 3. And then we go new game. Alright, that's still going to be the same, which is fine. And then... Why is that? Yes, because 3 is the equivalent of level 4, and that's why. Because the problem is that text there would still only ever say 1, even though 4 rumble tokens. So that was a very long-winded way of doing that. But now we've got access to this, we can start making everything a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. So I think this is fine. We've got this, change this back, so we know we can turn it back when we're ready to do that, but we still want to check loads more things. So first of all, let's go make the coins just appear faster. So we're now on this Destiny thing. This is where we're going to do a good chunk of work, just making all of this slightly faster. So gain gold routine. The fade, let's go make that. Let's go make this 0.25. We want to make everything just a lot quicker. 0.225 F. And when it's fading away, 0.25. We just want to make everything just that little bit. Yeah, this is going to be quite therapeutic. Right. Okay. Yeah, nice. Easily done. No worries. Right. So all of these can be 0.25. What I should be doing is somewhere have a float that's going to be fade speed. And instead of, let's have it, just keep it public. Public float fade speed. And then we're going to go into this game object and just change it to 0.25. So that way I can just change this to, so that way, I'm trying to be lazy here, and it's not paying off. Fade speed. And so when we're making rumble tokens, so yeah, all of this is just going to happen a bit faster, and I can do this with quite a lot. So let's actually just see if that has worked. We just need to change the fade speed on it. So prefabs, I think Destiny Destiny text box. We've got a fade speed there. We're gonna make it 0.25. Now let's just give this another quick try. Right. Oh, wicked. New game. Yeah. Oh, much better, much better. Okay, let's go make this text. Now let's work on the card. That's absolutely fine. Um, so we've done these ones. Summon for... Oh, that one's going to be a bit trickier. That's why I kind of slowed down a little bit. But, yeah, we want to make as many things faster as we can. So here, I'm just going to put fade speed. Here, I'm going to put fade speed. Oh, what is going on? Oh, wow. I've got loads of green stuff that I'm sure this made a lot of sense back in the day, but let's just go get rid of it. Yeah. So yeah, this is going to be nice. It's like, because my idea of this game is there's just a few bits where you're just waiting impatiently too long, and I'm just going to quicken those bits up. Because yeah, a standard game actually does take quite a while. So we've already fixed that one. Add construct. So I don't know what. Yeah, Control V. So that. Right. Yeah. So this is fading both the text and the image at a faster rate. I think this is fading other stuff. This looks fine. Add card routine. This is the big one because we're doing this a lot, but we can just change all of this. Let's make it fade speed. So we're making it 4 times faster. And this is where... So I'm trying to work out when we're actually creating it. While so summon, go to definition. So let me just have a look here. So what we should be doing is individual card victory script. I think, yeah, where we've got this 0.5, we can just change this to 0.25. And I think I really should actually have a fade script. No, we should have fade speed. That's okay. Sorry, so we're going to have a public float fade speed. And we'll change all of this to fade speed. But we need to find where the individual... because we want to sort of unsummon it and summon it faster. So that's okay. We just need to find the individual card script, which could be there. Fade speed, let's go 0.25. And then let's just see how we go. Oh, wicked. How is everyone doing, though, this... Well, I was about to say this morning, but we're definitely pressing quite heavily into the afternoon. Right. So, new game. Right, I just want to see if that's... Yeah, that's much faster. Okay, that was good, although this text didn't come faster. So let's go try and work out why that is the case. It might be because I didn't save. It was because I didn't save it there. That's fine. Okay, right. Okay, no one saw that. But yeah, this is going to be it's going to be fun because we're just trying to want to make the game more fun and playable, and people don't want to be waiting for ages for things to sort of appear. So, new game. Yeah, that's much better. And now let me just say, let's just say I picked that card. Yeah, that looks okay. So fade text mesh, we can have that as and then when we're unsummoning here, because I kind of want to make it so that when we're oh right, we've actually already got it changed. So the victory button is 0.25. I won't try and change that. So let's have one last quick look and then try and work out where we're going to go next. Okay. New game. And actually, while we're on this card, I want to make this card a little bit better. Yeah, that's much better. So I think we can make this a little bit faster as well. Oh, well, that seemed pretty fast, actually. So let's go back onto... We don't need that anymore, that's fine. Let's go back onto here. Let's try and make more things just faster. Make the game funner. Funner. Is that a word? Yeah. Oh, yes. So what's going on here? While time is less than 1 second. Oh yeah, this is when it's getting bigger. Oh yeah, and I've already dealt with that problem there. That's fine. So here we can just make this faster. Have I still got this in my Control V? Yes, I do. Right. Fade speed, fade speed. And it looks like I've done this shape speed, but I think we can just change this to fade speed. So I've got shape speed is the speed of the little kind of like symbols move. Let's see how that looks. Because it's always better. Like, that's the thing. It's like when you're looking at something, you want to look at it a few times just to check that you're like, am I happy with this? Does this look good? Yeah, bam, bam. Now we'll just skip. And then we click here. Yeah, that's much better, isn't it? Yeah, looks a lot better. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's just have another little look on this Destiny thing. Find more things that we can fix. We might have just done them all now. We've done that. We've done that. I think we've done the Restore Life, even though I haven't checked it yet. Yeah, we have. We've changed the fade speed there. I think this could be fade speed. Yes, because that's the whole text box that's changing. And there. I think that'll kind of look a little better, so it'll actually come clearer. Yeah, but these are more like little tweaks that are not super necessary, but I quite like it. Right, and what we really should do, if I could be bothered, I should move the shape speed as a because the shape speed is just purely the speed that the little corner things move. I could just move that up there. I won't bother for the time being. Okay, right, so we have made cards faster. We've made everything just a little bit faster, a little bit more dynamic. I love using the word dynamic because it makes it sound like I know what I'm talking about. But we've just made things a little bit faster. So making things faster by choosing cards faster, done. Right. Let's just have a little look as to, we're just trying to bash some of these out. We've done quite a few already, and we're trying to work out more. Right. Let's have a look. What should we work on next? Oh, yes. Sorry. So this one here, make sure the text showing the Rumple token says the correct amount. That is what we were working on earlier. So, yep, tick that off. Completely sorted. Right. I'll make different strategy better. That's a terrible card that kind of we want to make slightly better. Make monster move that limits the number of cards that can be played. Oh yeah, now that's interesting, right? This is something that I quite like, sort of fighting someone who their first move is essentially putting a curse on you, which means you can only play say 4 cards. Similar to the Timekeeper thing in Slay the Spire, where you can only play a certain number of cards and then it ends your turn instantly. That's might be for another time. Okay, make a spell that adds 3 random totems to your hand. I quite like that. I think that just sounds like quite a sort of fun mechanic. And the idea is it will be, say, 1 mana or 2 mana, and it adds 3 totems to your hand. And they are the level that card is. So it's going to have the same text, but it's just going to upgrade the level of the actual card that you're adding. We'll come to that. Make another card that's about drawing cards. Oh yeah, of course. Make a card that makes your attackers attack straight away. Make that one better. Right. This one should be easy. Make the cards refill faster when the draw pile is empty. Okay. That I think we can work on that quite innocently. So before anything at all, let me just quickly press play. This is probably not the quickest route to get there, but I think this is still fine. New game. Change this back. We just can get rid of this now. Okay. And I just want to check that if I go into Destiny map now, we have no, actually, the title screen. Just want to check that the game is still functioning okay and won't give us any error messages. Right. New game. Yeah, and then we still. Yeah, okay, absolutely fine. Right, just wanted to just double check that. Right, now we're going to go into the main game. We want to make our discard pile refill faster. So let's first of all get to the situation where we're refilling our cards. 1, 2, 4, 5. I suppose this could be a bit faster. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, sure. Yeah, it feels a bit slow, doesn't it? We could just make those a little bit faster. So I wonder how we do that. It might be in the discard pile script. Edit script. Move all cards back to deck. This is the routine. Move all cards back to the deck routine. Create individual card back PE. Let's go to this definition. So this is literally just the little purple dot that we create. Move to deck. Let's go to this definition. So move to point. So at the moment it's taking somewhere between 0.85 and 1.05. Let's just go like that, and let's just, I think that's all we really needed to do. So let's have a little track test. I think we've just lowered that number so that it all just happens a bit faster. Let's give this a try. And hopefully it'll just look a little bit quicker, a little bit more slick, dynamic, what have you. Okay, 1, 2, it doesn't actually matter, we can just end turn. Okay, here we go. Right. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's okay. That was a lot easier to do than I thought it was going to be. And like I say, we're just going to get through bits one at a time. Make sure they're all done. So let's try and work out what we want to do next. So. I mean, as I say, we've fixed so many things. Oh yeah, by the way, the title of my stream, it's a bit of a funny one. It's saying I got 99 problems, but creating a banner to indicate there are 50, that are more than 50 units of one particular type ain't one. I was kind of going from the Jay-Z song, and I thought I'd put an interesting spin on it, because essentially the idea of this stream is we're just trying to get a bunch of little things just done. So let's go make X-Rangers... that X-Ranger card better, just purely because I think I've powered up lots of other cards and this one has kind of stayed behind a little bit, and there's lots of other cards that are that have just become stronger. And is it Sniper Team? Yeah. So spend your remaining mana coins to add Rangers. To add that number of Rangers. How can we make that slightly better? So how does it upgrade? So at the moment, because the idea is if you spend 3 or more mana, then you create an additional 3, an additional 6, and an additional 10 Rangers. And I think it vanquishes itself as well. Yeah. So how can we make that slightly better? Something that I probably should have thought pre-stream. I mean, we can just simply make these numbers bigger. It still feels a bit rubbish. Spend your to add 2 times. Yeah, don't know. Yeah, okay. I'm going to just kind of mull that over, because obviously, like, this is the only card that has X as a it's using X for its cost, and it's not very good since I've made so many upgrades to other cards. What I kind of want to do right now is we're going to create a new card, which I haven't actually done the artwork for, but it shouldn't be too hard. I'm simply going to create a card which adds 3 totems to your hand, 3 random totems to your hand. So I think, in fact, we don't actually need to do the artwork so far. We don't need to do the artwork. I think the easiest one to copy is the Kenny card. Misfit Kenny. Alright, we're going to duplicate this because it's similar sort of code, except for instead of it being misfits, we're going to be adding totems. So Control D. We're going to call this card. Oh right, okay. Actually, anyone got any good names off the top of their head? Let's have a think. Yeah, I thought, well, we need to have this, but I just couldn't think what we should actually call it. How do you spell menagerie? No, we're not going to use menagerie. Maybe Totem Cram. I quite like that, Totem Cram. Okay, I think we're sticking with that. Totem Cram. If anyone comes up with any better names, then do let me know. Totem Cram. Yeah. Yeah. And at the moment, I don't have the picture, which I might work on today. I'll see. And what it's going to be is it's going to be add 3 random, add 3. Do I need to use the word random, or is it just implied? Totem cards to your hand. Three random level 1 totem cards to your hand. Okay, I think that's all we need to do. We just need to add a little bit here. And yeah, this should be fine. So we just need to change some of this. So if we plus there, Control C, Control V, V. Okay. And as far as infos, we just want totem. So people know what totems are when they hover over. And I think as far as card art, I'm just going to have a random picture of this to remind me that I need to actually make it, that I need to make a good picture for it. So let's just have a little look, just check. So it is still a spell, we're drawing that. Its real name is going to be Totem Cram. Totem Cram. Add 3 random level 1 totems to your hand. Oh, we want to vanquish it as well. Yeah, otherwise that's going to get a little bit absurd. I mean, I haven't really been dealing with the this card rarity much at all. Key int type. No, none of these numbers matter. We can just keep this as MISC. And it's still going to just cost 1 mana. And once we've done this, we can actually probably add our other card of just a card that is just like draw, draw 2 cards or draw 3 cards or something like that. Yeah, because that's one thing this game is slightly lacking, is just card draw. You know, you're thinking, well, I've just got all this mana, and now I've spent I've got all the cards, and I don't like having mana left over. So that's good. Right. So add random. Yeah. So add 3 random level totem cards to your hand. Vanquish. So the duplicates are going to be exactly the same, except for they're going to be level 2 and 3 respectively. Yeah, I just want to have a quick scan because I'm about to duplicate it. I want to just check that everything else is the same. I think that's fine. Control D. 2. And this will be card level 2. And this will be level 2 there. and this over here will be level 2. 3. Oh, that's 4. I missed the key. Yeah. And we have no idea if this card's going to be too good or too bad, but I think it's because obviously the totems are random, so you might get totems that you don't really need. That's why I like this kind of like, it's a bit of a sort of fruity kind of play. And it can just be like, oh, here's totems that are rubbish, and now they're just jamming up my deck because I don't need them. But yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah. Okay, I think we're sorted. Oh, so I just got to text my friend. So level 1. Okay, so now we are going to actually make it a real card, because at the moment it doesn't do anything. So if we go into here and we have card action script, edit script, I am looking for the Misfits Kenny, which might be quicker for me to just control F and find, but I'm seeing if I can just quickly think it's this one here. We're just going to copy this, and then we're just going to change the bits that we want. So Control V, this is going to be Totem Cram. Totem Cram. And all of this is kind of okay, but we're going to go to this definition, and we're going to copy this. Yeah, we've got this. It's quite nice actually, because so this will be add totems to hand. And then we're going to have a look at what we need to change. So if I was to leave this exactly how it is, it would, yeah, and we'll rename this to number of totem cards. And rename this to number of totem cards. Okay. Oh yeah, we also probably need to know the level as well. So, int card level. Yeah, okay. So here we're going to have add totems to hand, comma, and that will be card so dot key int 1. Okay, so we've done actually an awful lot of the groundwork. We're almost there, to be honest. We just need to work out a nice easy way of am I in the right place? Oh yeah, this is it, sorry. Right, over here. So what's actually happening at the moment, let's see how this is working. So what's going on? We've got a random list that we've made called Misfit lists, which we're going to change that. Get random misfits. So whatever we've done to get the misfits, we're going to make another function, which is Control C. I'm going to put this underneath over here. Control V, and we're going to call this get random totems. And we'll rename that to number of totems. Right. So here is where we do something a little bit confusing. we need a function where we have oh, this should be quite easy. Let me try and work out the easiest way of doing this. Yeah, it's going to be a little ugly, but it's fine. List of card SOs totem list equals new list of card SOs, and we can get rid of that. Okay, and then we just need to actually compile the list. Oh yeah, we also comma int card level. So now for, and still feels a little we just got to work out how we can actually get hold of every single card in the thing. So so in fact, I'll do little green notes just to get us there one bit by bit. So first of all, we want to, and that's, I mean, I would really recommend this, even though it does seem a little bit kind of, I don't know, like it feels like a sort of very sensible thing to do, but it seems like a boring thing to do. I just put green notes as to everything that we want to have. So here we're going to have get access to all the card SOs. So that's what we're going to do first. So entire card list. Oh yeah, so yeah. I'm trying to work out a way of doing this more efficiently, because in my head I need 3 lists to be able to do this. Because first of all I need one list to get hold of all the card SOs. So yeah, let's do it this way. Let's do the slightly long boring way, and then see if we can do that. So all cards equals resources dot load all card SOs within the particular place. I can't remember exactly where it is. Why is that giving me an error? Okay. Oh yeah, no, this is fine. Yeah, this can actually be an array. So card SOs. So yeah, right, we've got all of them, and while we're on this subject, we're going to just quickly find out the exact point here. So copy path, Control V. So this gets rid of this gets hold of all the cards. Then we're going to have a list, which is going to be a list of card SOs, which we won't call totem list 2. We'll call potential totems equals a new card list there. Okay, right now for open brackets. So I'm still trying to get into the habit of double tabbing to do that. So for all cards dot length potential totems if all cards I dot card type is equal to card type dot totem, and all cards I dot card level is equal to card level, then potential totems dot oh yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, okay, nice one, Betty. You done it right. So now, so we've got, these are all the potential totems, and which we've got hold of. And like, to be fair, this might be useful for another thing. So like, even though we've got it kind of crammed in this sort of very specific motion, there's going to be a lot of we might need to refer to this later, because I did want to have, yeah, like I say, this is actually quite useful code that we can refer to a lot later, that's going to actually be really nice. Okay. Right. Now, how do we do this? So, held card SO equals potential totems dot count. Card SO returning, let's go rename that to returning totem card. Right, wicked. So yeah, and then we're going to have totem list dot add return totem list. So that's good. Okay, so here we're going to get random totems. We need to rename this to totem list. I still stand by the fact that this is quicker for me to actually look at this, to do it this way. Draw cards, internal routine. I think this is fine. Okay. Why is that giving me... Oh, yes, of course. We just need to... comma, card level, comma, int card level, and comma, card level. Okay, so I think this is all we need to do. I'm going to just have another quick scan. I think this is everything we need to do. So now we're going to get a card. Oh, we haven't actually given it the vanquish thing yet, have we? Totem cram. And they're all going to be vanquish. Okay. So now, I think the don't load should still work without too much problems. Let's go minus, 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 plus totem cram, plus, plus. We still haven't actually acted on this yet, I don't think. So actually, have we done everything? Is everything in my plan actually sorted? I think we're kind of there. So it's going to have a weird picture. That's the picture. That's the intended picture, right? That's why I need this reminder. This picture, it's like we need to make a better picture than this. That's fine. So if I were to do Totem Cram, add 3 random level 2 totem cards to your hand and vanquish. Right, is this going to work? Okay, I'm going to say, I think if I was a betting man, I would say no, but it's close. It's like, I think it's close. Right. Damn, I lost the bet, but it did work. The consolation is it did work. So here, and these are all level 2 totems that we've got. So I'm going to do this again. These are all the level 3 totems. Yeah. Yes, it actually did. I mean, the only reason I'm annoyed is because I lost this little bet with myself. So, yeah. Okay. All right. Looks good. I just want to check that everything else kind of cycles through. Yep, I'm getting all of these because of that. But yeah, it actually did work first time. I'm kind of amazed, to be honest. Ooh, okay, we might have run into a little problem. So we've got enough mana to test this. I want to, because what should happen is, how many cards have we got at the moment? I'm just going to actually count on the screen. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right. If I was to draw 3 cards now, it should overflow. It should... that is exactly what I wanted to happen, which is good. But another thing that I want to check... So if I were to do this one, then we'd draw 1, and then the rest would go in there. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We can get rid of that now. End turn. Oh, that feels a bit slow as well. Right. Okay, that is good. I just, for some reason, it didn't feel like it was stacking. It didn't feel like you could do two lots in one go. So I'm going to try and play 2 of these Totem Cram things in quick succession to see if it does actually scale. So 1 and 2. Oh, hold on, maybe it did work. Right, sorry. Again, trying to create a problem that I don't think is there. It definitely felt like earlier I was trying to do 2 cards in one go. So 1 and 2. Hold on. No, it did work. It did work. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the respective level. Yeah, I think that did work. Okay. I think we're fine. How many Totem Crams did I put in? I suppose I put in 6, didn't I? So yeah. So 1. Oh, So very... Oh, yeah, no, it's just because I clicked off of it. Okay. 1 and 2. Yeah. I think that's fine. Oh, of course, because this actual whole concept of discarding just happens so quickly that, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that was... You know what? I think we're going to actually just relax a little bit, and I'm just going to put together the totem image, right? So you don't often actually get to see me doing much art or anything in my streams, because there really isn't. I'm just not very good at it. Right, I come up with but you can, like, it's more just because I probably need to let my brain just sort of like wind down slightly. So we're going to have card sprites, card art. I think this is the one that's just got all of the important ones. So these are the cards that we have so far, and what I kind of want is to have... Let me have a look. I think something like this. Control C, Control V. And we're just going to get a few totem cards and just sort of... a few totems and just put them in a sort of random lineup. Like I say, it's not often... I don't often do this. And what's the easiest way of us actually getting hold of the totems? In fact, yeah, so if I were to say go just go Control C, I'm just not sure if I want that white border, and then we would just kind of shrink it a little bit. Maybe that's okay. And we just want a few little totems just kind of like parading around. This is probably, yeah, it's like I'm kind of like, I'm not sure how, not sure if I'm in love with this, but yeah. Does this make sense? You can see how lazy it is, how lazy I get when I'm creating totems, or when I'm creating any card or any form of art style. These ones we probably want to be slightly more ahead. Oh no, I didn't want that one. I forgot to actually press Control. Okay, so Control Escape, Control V. There we go. This one can be a little bit in front. Control Z. Kind of want it to be on a higher layer so there's no confusion. And I don't necessarily need all the totems, I just want a random group of them. And I kind of want it, I don't want it to seem too sort of organised. Why am I explaining my art process program? my artistic style process. It's like it's very much like, do not tune into this stream if you're looking for tips on how to draw. Right. There we go. Yeah, I quite like that. Control S, Control Shift S, and then we save as PNGs. Okay. I think we're okay to just overwrite all of them. Yeah. Hopefully we can just get rid of that. That's weird. So number 59. Oh, it's over here. Okay, that's fine. Doesn't matter. I think it's because it saved it in an odd order, but that's what we're looking to drag in. So I'm clicking all the wrong things. So what I need to do is just find where. So this is where all the artwork is. We're going to just put this new one in. Sorry, just getting. Oh, right, yeah, that's fine. 58, no problem. So we now need to just go into our card SOs. We know that it's now 58. Totem Cram. This one here. Okay, so let's just have another little look, see how the card looks in its dazzling glory. Oh yes, and it looks everything's fine, and we can now put this to bed because everything's fine. No, so we obviously need to just do the thing that I forgot to do, where we just need to change these numbers here. So 1, 2, 8, point filter and none, and apply, and then we play again, and hopefully got it all sorted. Right, totem cram. So 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, cool. And let's just do the exact maths. We started with 5 cards. We've played 3 cards, bring it down to 2. Plus 9 is 11, and so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards plus 1. All the numbers add up. We're all balanced. Totem cram is a go. Yes, let's rock. Okay. So I did want a card that draws more cards. And I think given that we're actually kind of in that mindset, we can probably... Right, okay. So we've got to come up with a good name for... that isn't just directly copying Slay the Spire. And how exactly would we... I'm trying to work out like exactly what it should be, because it might be, say, 1 mana to draw 3 cards. Yeah, that level 1. And then level 2 would be maybe draw 4 cards. But then level 3 would be still draw 4 cards, but it costs 0 mana. Yeah, do I like that? How do I... Yeah. And also, what do we call it? Because, yeah, like... So, anyway, we can actually go onto here just while we're thinking. Oh, yeah, well, I still need to make this better, and I have no idea how, because it's rubbish. So, we've got... Make a spell in your hand. Yep, it costs that. Make a card that is just about drawing cards. I tell you, while I'm thinking of that, because what it could be something like it costs 1 mana, and you discard your hand, and you draw 3 cards, or draw 4 cards, something like that. Because that would be, I think that would be okay. I think, and. Yeah, I quite like that. Because it's a bit more sort of tactical. So, discard your hand, draw 3 cards. Yeah. And then, yeah, so level 1 would be discard your hand, draw 3 cards. I just don't know if that'd be a bit rubbish. And then the next one would be discard your hand, draw 5 cards. And then the one after that would be 0 mana. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, Grumbler Pugs! Oh, wicked. How is everyone rocking? Let's rock. Oh, wicked. We're having a nice fun day today. We're not doing anything too strenuous. We've made things a bit smoother. We sped a few things up that are a bit slow. And overall, we're just kind of doing little bits, making everything better. So what I'm actually looking to do next is actually, by the way, to anyone who hasn't actually seen me yet, we've got a game that's called Rumpletown. Now, I mean, my opening gambit when I explain it is it's a game that's quite a lot like Slay the Spire, and it's heavily inspired by Slay the Spire. These are, if ever you've played it, these are like powers and stuff, and the object. You're kind of looking to defeat this enemy. Now, he's about to attack us. This is a terrible example because I've just put this deck to try and test a new card. It's, yeah, right, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, but yeah, how is everyone doing, though? Let's go. Okay. I think this might be... yeah. Right, so, and so you're ideally looking to build up a big enough team. I think there is actually a chance I might be able to still... I'm going to see if I can just, see if I can, like, win this fight. So the idea is I'm building up a team as he's approaching closer. He is about to destroy 2 of my totems because he's got an attack where he destroys 2 totems and deals 31 damage. And I'm just going to try and cast. I don't often get this many totems. So yeah, okay. Right, so, and I've just been also working, making sure when he destroys the totems, they actually just turn back into the cards and then go back into the deck. That's part of my work today. So, 1, 2, 3. We're probably getting too many too many little cards here, but that's okay. So 1 and 2, 3. Okay. Oh, you did! Oh my gosh, yes! Oh, nice one. Congratulations, man. That is, like, I was, you know, I'll be honest, even when I was seeing your struggles, I was kind of, like, thinking, I was trying to work out a way in my head of sorting it, and, like, you know, because it's like sometimes I think, well, if I had that problem, how would I deal with that? And, but was there a bit of code that you'd done wrong, or was it more just you'd found the sort of bit which worked? Anyway, either way, that's absolutely amazing. Really well played. It's never an elegant solution. It is never an elegant solution. All right. Anyway, it looks like we do win this fight. Ah, nice. I'm genuinely so happy for you for that. Like, because I think all of us are going to, like, sort of run into those sort of moments where you're thinking, I have no idea how to fix this. And, like, yeah, and sometimes you can just spend, like, streams just being like, well, this works, and then, you know, and sometimes you, like, it's really annoying when you get something that does work and then suddenly, oh no, now it's undone something else which doesn't work and I now need to fix that, and then you end up just getting this big ugly sort of thing that's got lots of that, you know, I hypothetically see as loads of sellotape and bits all together that just make this one sort of thing. You think, okay, does this work? All right, it does. Okay, now we're just going to leave it alone, never touch it again. Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Oh, Lakehead Gaming as well. Oh, wow. Rock and roll. Oh. Yeah. I think I was working on a game a little while ago where, like, this is actually a few years ago, where, like, it was just a kind of auto runner where you were at the bottom and you had to avoid trees and stuff. And I wanted the ability to, if you swiped left when there was a tree on the left, it would have a little bit of grace period. Wait till you've passed the tree and then go left. And it worked for going left, but it didn't work for going right. And that, like, I was staring at the code for, I think, probably 3 hours, being like, why is it working only one way? And it turns out there was one little boolean that I hadn't dealt with, and it was just like, I finally sorted it, and it just felt great. Yeah. Oh, cool. Awesome. But yeah, so in answer to your question, like, this has been another really solid sort of productive stream, actually, going really solid. So what we're looking to do now is, if there's anyone who can come up with a good name for a card, we're going to create one that is, the purpose of this card is it's going to be discard your hand and then draw 3 cards. And that's what we're looking to do. And then, like, it's going to kind of improve as the level goes up. But that's what we're kind of working on. So if anyone can come up with a good sort of, you know, a sort of card drawery sort of name, that's what we're working towards. And I can probably do quite a lot of the code for it while we're coming up with it, because at the moment my brain is just like, draw cards. Can we just have a card that's called draw cards? So let's have a think. Right. I'll have a placeholder name that is going to be called Heart of 3 cards. Oh, actually, I like that. Heart of 3 cards. I tell you what, I'm going to work with that. It could be something like Heart of the cards, because when you upgrade it, it's not going to be 3 cards. It's going to be more. Yeah. Okay. Heart of. Yeah, I think. Heart of the cards. Yeah. So we need to change it here. Heart of the cards. And it will be discard your hand and draw 3 cards. Oh, GK Matt, I'm starting to get the game dev itch again. Watching all these software. Yeah, oh, nice, awesome. Oh, quality. So, right, I've got to ask... I mean, that's going to be quite a long name for a card title, but so GK Matt, GK Matt, what sort of game are you thinking of making? Discard your hand and draw 3 cards. We're going to get rid of that. This will be Control C. We can get rid of that there. Control V. Control V. That one there. Delete. Draw cards. Heart of the cards. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. I think there's a game that was called something like Project Lazarus, which was quite cheap on Steam. That I think it went in the same vein as like Vampire Survivors. Is it Vampire Survivors? That was absolutely like properly like there was genuinely a lot of fun. The graphics were like really good. It's like as in like a really 3D sort of. Not that I mean I love the graphics of Vampire Survivors, but it's like retro. Whereas I think Project Lazarus was slightly more like as in modern day, like really sort of high quality 3D graphics. But yeah, I love those sort of games. They're brilliant. At some point, I need to actually like sit down and spend like 8 hours straight playing Vampire Survivors just to get it out of my system. Right. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Like when you're saying top-down shooter, that could like, and it's being a roguelike, that also covers games like Enter the Gungeon and Binding of Isaac. So draw 3 cards. I think that can remain MISC. So I think that's all we need to do here. I don't know if I want. I don't want it to vanquish. Discard your hand and draw 3 cards. So this is going to be quite tricky. I won't lie. This is going to be a difficult one to do because, yeah. And I think before I do anything at all, I want to. Yeah, first of all, we'll just duplicate this. So it's going to cost 1 mana, D. The upgrade is going to be card level 2, and it's going to be draw 5 cards. This one here we can change to 5, and I think everything else is the same. And over here, this is going to be level 2, and then the upgrade again. I don't know why I want it to discard the hand as well, but I think it just adds a little bit. So the card level is 3, but the mana cost is going to cost 0, and everything else is going to be the same. So that's kind of like what we're looking to do. How are we going to do that in practice? So what I kind of want to do... Oh, fair enough. Yeah, oh, thanks, Grumble. Thanks so much for the raid. That's been really good of you. I do appreciate that. More Gungeon style, but I was thinking, oh yes, yeah, really nice. Actually, I was watching, and I can't. I should be knowing the streamers' names. I was watching someone make a really cool looking game that was similar in the same vein as like Vampire Survivors, except it was actually turn based and it used kind of chess pieces. And it's one of those where I was looking, I was thinking, oh wow, this looks brilliant, you know. And so it's like, yeah, like, and I think what a lot of people are after are, you know, that sort of randomness, you know, that sort of excitement of like, oh wow, look, I've got this. This is, you know, I've got a super rare thing, you know. Okay, so I think this is all we need here. Currently, it's got. Let's go give it. We'll give it this picture just for the time being. In theory, I could just stick with this picture, but what we need to do is, so before we actually start working on this card, what I want to do is make. What was I going to say? We want to make sure that when you discard cards, it just discards a bit faster. And I'll explain the problem. I'll explain the problem here. Yeah, I completely agree. So if I did this and then I did this, I've got loads of cards. Now if I press end turn, the player is going to have to wait for this. That's just a little bit too slow, right? With all the cards discarding, I want to work on making the cards just discard a little bit faster, because I want the game to be slightly more. So hand go. Let's go edit this script. Let's stop what's going on here and go back into here, and we just want to have like discard your hand being a bit slower. That play out of my head, but yeah, yeah, no, that's absolutely fair play. I think it's also, you don't actually need to put quite as much content if you can add enough sort of randomness to it. Oh, hold on, what have I done there? Oh, hold on. I'm just going to have Control S and just hope that that's fine. Right, now let's close all but this so I can get everything a little bit tighter. Right. Now, so, oh yeah, Control MO, by the way, fantastic little feature. It closes all of the functions so you can actually just look at them like this. This is on Visual Studio. Okay, so so discard destined cards. Oh yes, so what I've got here, because there's another card that means that you discard your hand and then it does something for every card discarded, and I think this is where we're kind of looking at it at the moment. So discard destined cards. So card script. Oh yeah, so I think where we're discarding, go to definition. How long does it actually take? At the moment, it takes 0.25. Discard ready. Let's have a look. So, I'm just kind of having a little look. So it still takes 0.25. What if I just did that? You know what? Let's just do that. I've just literally just halved the speed again. Let's see if that has fixed the problem. I really, nice. Well, I mean, obviously, to me, game dev is like the most exciting thing ever. So, like, it's like I always think, well, it's just, yeah, So, I mean, I would, yeah, if it was up to me, I'd be like, get cracking. Let's just, go for it. Oh yeah, so right, let's just see 1, 2, right. So when we're discarding cards, how quickly is it? It doesn't actually feel like it was any quicker. Let's have a look. Did save that. Discard. I'm just going to have a little debug here, just checking that it did do this bit of code. Debug.log. Discardo. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. I was going to say this. if ever, like, it's not like a little while ago I made a game that's called Boxitaire that is a little bit like Tetris, except for you've got to make boxes. Yeah, it's on the App Store or Google Play Store. Do feel free to have a little little play. It's like my little plug. It's like, let's see. I wonder if I can advertise my game in here. Right, let's just find out if the debug message has come up. So I just want to see if it is discarding. Oh, so it is discarding. It feels like I've just obviously missed something. So move to point. Grow to size. So what is speed? So maybe if... Oh, I see what I've done. Okay. Control Z, 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 Z. So that's still... yeah, it's this bit speed. So actually all we really need to do is just have that. Change that to 1. So this speed is basically how fast everything moves. So let's just give this another shot, see what it looks like. Yeah, I tell you what, I've been intrigued with doing a game dev jam. Oh, that's much better. Look how quickly that is. That discards a lot faster. Bam, nice. Okay, I like that. Right, wicked. Because that's my plan overall. We're looking to just make things, make everything just a bit smoother, a bit. Yeah, right. So, what we want to do is, now that we've got this far, I'm going to be a little... I'm going to just try something. So if we edit script, right, and I'm going to have to go back to an old card that did something that was quite finicky. I'm going to just go Control F. It's a card called Toughen. There it is. Right, so this card here, you essentially, all it does is it discards all your cards and you convert armoured attackers or non-armoured defenders into armoured defenders for each card being discarded. Now, the reason this was an absolute pain was because if you cast it, and it was still queued up, it was quite hard to make sure that you couldn't play any more cards that were in your hand. It just had to prevent that. So let's go check to see if Toughen works. Let's try and create a glitch and try and make a problem with Toughen, and then see if this works. Then we're kind of all sorted. Right. So we're going to create a new deck here. Card action. So if we go into here, right, so Totem Cram has worked absolutely fine. We're going to have, let's go 1. Here I want Bees, Lonely Defender there. Okay, plus, and Bees Planning Ahead. Right, I'm doing these because these are kind of perfect for indicating my problem. And then Toughen. Okay, so let's just see how the card works, because I haven't used it for a little while. So Steam Deck. What I've heard the expression Steam Deck. I just assumed that was the concept of getting like those little cards in Steam, but I'm guessing that might be something completely different. Oh, Steam Deck! Oh, it's in like the little console. Oh, sorry, yes, I know what you're talking about now, yeah. Oh, that looks really cool. Okay, so Lonely Defender. I'll play that now. Now, if I were to just cast Toughen, it does work, that's fine. Yeah, I'm definitely intrigued with that. So what we kind of want to do now is I want to see if I can say do this and this. This will mean I draw extra cards, so this will make everything a lot easier to try and sort of do. So now we've got all these cards. I want to play this, then play Toughen, and then try and play another card to see if it does allow me to do it. So there, that, and then yeah, and you can't click anything, which is great. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, okay. So Toughen does work. Toughen is resilient, and it does work. We got to the end. What was this in reference to? Okay. Fair enough. That's cards destined to... Yeah, that's fine. So it looks like this mechanic does work okay. Because, yeah, I just want to make sure that that does work. So now we go into card action script. Heart of the cards. And where's Toughen? Control F. Toughen. Control C. And now we're going to have case heart of the cards break. Okay. And yeah, and what we need to do. So that's all good, and then we want to just have our underscore card action draw card script dot draw cards, and that will be card so dot key int 0, because we're referring to the yeah, we're referring to a particular thing. Where is it? What is it that we're referring to? Just so I'm not just making stuff up as I go along. Heart of the cards. Yeah, so it's this key int that this is the key int there. That's what we're referring to. So for level 1, it's 3, 5, 5. Yeah, okay. And we just want to have Control C, Control V. Now, one thing that's really, really difficult to try and remember how to do it, but we're going to find out, is I think I did when casting Toughen. I think, let's see if we've actually just got the ability. Discard all cards. Hold on, and we want that to be discard all cards. I think that's all we need. So we can actually give this a bit of a test. So why don't we actually put it in our deck now, see how it goes. Yeah. Yeah, oh nice. I might need to get a Steam Deck at some point. Right, so let's... okay, so we can actually... Let's see if this just works. So we've got Heart of the Cards. Okay, it's discard our hand and draw 5. Right, so I'm just going to do it solo on its own, see how it works. That's not exactly what I wanted to happen. No, never mind. So we can still... Ah! Okay, feels like we're running into a bit of a problem here. Right, that's okay. It was a bit ambitious for me to just hope it magically worked. So what we actually need to do is... Oh, where we've got the card script. Control MO. Because I remember doing a bit of little fancy footwork when it came to playing the card. So drag card routine. Let's just... Oh, wait a sec. Have I just not spelt it correctly? Oh, if that's the case, that'd be brilliant. So, Heart of the Cards. Heart of the Cards. So we just got to check that that is spelt the same as that. Heart. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a quick debug here just to check. Debug.log cardy. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to have a quick look just to see if this one it gets this far. Because yeah, it feels like it got halfway through and then stopped working, stopped doing anything. So, oh, I don't have it in this hand. That's fine. Okay. Ah, so it's not calling it. So I must have made. Oh, it must just be. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I just the spelling was correct, but the capitalization of all the letters was wrong. So that's probably why we're struggling. Let's give it another shot. Okay. So Heart of the Cards, right. This one it costs 0 mana. We discard our hand and then we draw 5. Is this going to work? Oh, that worked pretty nicely, didn't it? Now, can we still play these cards? Yes, we can. Okay, so now we're still trying to create problems. So if I have to go... Okay, that's odd. That's very odd. I think I know the problem. Maybe. I mean, that was a very odd interaction because it feels like it suddenly, after playing a card that's nothing to do with that, it then activated it. So let's go back to Toughen and see if there's anything else, any sort of fancy footwork. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is going to be a little tricky. But we need to just have a little scan through. So, when we're dragging the card, because I have a feeling it's somewhere around here that where the problem actually lies. So, let's see. Screen. Yeah, this is basically sorting that out. I think it's about here. Yep, that's okay. Detach self from there. If card SO dot discard all cards. Number of cards being discarded equals 0. Right, oh yeah, of course, this is going back to really old code. This is like 6 months ago, trying to work out what what my plan was. So I wonder what the purpose. I wonder why I did this. There was a good reason, I'm sure. Count the number of cards that have been played. Maybe it's not. So we're going to try and recreate the glitch because I think that was very specific to something else. Okay, so I cast this and it draws there. Now when I did this, so I played a different card. Oh no, wait a sec. I think I know the problem. Maybe. Oh, okay. All right. I think everything's fine. It's because this one here, I had the wrong picture. So we actually want... Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, these two here had the wrong picture. That's why I think it works fine. I think I just literally just put the wrong picture over, and I was expecting right. So okay, there was no problem whatsoever. I literally just put in the wrong picture, and I thought it was going to do something else, and I think we're fine. Okay, so now this is Heart of the Cards. If I was to do this and then this, okay, that looks good. It looks like it's working. Let's try this. So I think we're good. That's fine. That's exactly what I wanted. Right. Brilliant. Okay. I think it's worked. You know, I think we've got it nailed down. So we're drawing extra cards because we've done some stuff. Now, if I was to say do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then let's just because we're trying to create glitches here, right? And then I want to do a toughen. Yeah, a toughen is where you discard your hand. Yeah, everything's fine. Right, sorry, I don't know why I was panicking. It was all good. I literally just put the wrong picture down. So what I kind of want to do now, just so I can relax slightly, we're going to create another it picture, which will be a set. I don't really know exactly how I'm going to do it, but you know, some sort of picture that looks maybe a picture of a heart with some cards around it. I think that should be fine. Control. So I'm just going to go Alt N, which just duplicates this one. We can get rid of that picture and that picture and that picture and that one. Okay. And now we're just going to steal stuff from other pictures to try and make the next picture good. And then before you've realised it, I've already created another card. Because I do want, you know, that's the thing. It's one thing that I feel my game is lacking at the moment. It's just the concept of drawing more cards. So Control V, let's have that right in the centre. The only problem is that kind of implies that you're getting life back from it, and that is not actually the case. So we've got the heart there, and I'm going to just press Control Save there and File Open. I go up one there, Card Sprite. I kind of want this picture, but a sort of smaller picture of it, something like that. So I can, if I just flatten and go Control M and then Control C, and over here, I'm just going to go Control V. That's actually kind of what I was after. I just want to don't save, that's fine. So we've got this picture here. I'm going to keep this just down here. In fact, yeah. And we just want to make it a bit smaller. A bit smaller still. Yeah, I think that's small enough so you can just about read it. So Control C, V. Yeah. And we just kind of want to have a sort of feel that there's lots of sort of cards whirling around it. I'm not very good when it comes to actually coming up with like even art detail. That's okay. This looks terrible, doesn't it? Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We're sticking with it, right? Because, yeah. Why does... Maybe I can make it like look a little bit... if I was to do this and press Shift O. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's alright. Oh, does it not? Oh. Oh, so I don't think you can use the mouse, but I think you might have to like physically drag it. But that's actually, I really do appreciate that. And by the way, thank you for actually giving it a try as well. I do really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why. I'll have a look into that actually. I'll do that off stream. Because this is a Rumpletown heavy stream, but yeah, I'm sorry that it did that. I'm not 100% sure why, but I can probably fix that. Right, yeah, because it's also one issue which I've got is in Unity. the concept of using a mouse wheel I just generally found really confusing. So anyway, we'll save this as PNG. Okay, overwrite, sure. Get rid of that. Oh, I've gone back too far. Card sprites, card art, and heart of the cards. This is no, it's this one. This is not the greatest picture. So we just need to put this one. Sprites. Oh no, I'm looking at scripts. I'm looking at the wrong place. Card art. This is where we want to put it. Let's just make this 57. And then we just need to change it 1 to 8. Point filter and none and apply. And then we just need to make sure it's number 57. So prefabs, sorry, card SOs, heart of the cards, and then we're going to give it this one. Okay, right, so that should be everything we need to do. Oh, nice! Oh, nice one. Well played. Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, really well played. Like, there is it's one of those weird sort of like skill levels where there's going to be a certain point when you actually realise, like, you might get like 4 times your highest score, like, and you'll be like, how did I do that? It's like kind of it's like. The marathon is the most brutal because when you're those games can last like 45 minutes sometimes when you are properly, but it's just it's a marathon because it is literally a marathon to actually do. Whereas Chaos is one where you've just got to have full focus for about 5 straight minutes. Right, so heart of the cards. Nice. Yeah. Right, okay, heart of the cards, nice. Okay, sorted. So, I'll tell you what, we are absolutely cracking through this. We are doing so much today. This has just been brilliant. Make cards, yeah, make a card that's done that. Heart of the cards. By the way, whoever it was, really nice, nice idea with heart of the cards, good name. Right. Now, I'm trying to work out if there's anything that I can actually do today, because I feel there was a few little things that I wanted to work on, because I think everything else is big-ish. Oh yeah, let's go make this Ranger card better. How can we make it better? So, yeah, I'll have a... So we're going to kind of have another little look. I can't remember what I've called it now. Oh yes, Sniper Team. So it's... so it's, yeah, this one here. It's where you create a bunch of archers, but you create X number of archers. But maybe it should be... two. I think we can keep it exactly the same, except for make it like ×2. So yeah, so let's have another look. So Sniper, in fact, we can just go straight onto our card action script. Control F, Sniper Team. So mana spent over there. Number of Rangers to summon equals mana spent. Times by 2, and then we just need to change the text. I mean, it is going to be as simple as that. Is that going to be... Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Well, I'm going to probably put more thought into it. Spend your remaining to add. Yeah, so we just need to change some of the text on it to add that many ranges. To add times 2. Yeah. But does the upgrade make it not quite as good? Yeah, I think maybe that's okay. Times 2. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to change it slightly. It's going to... I need to do a little bit of tweaking here. So it's going to be times 2 the number of rangers, but the bonus for doing 3 or more is going to be slightly less. Or maybe it's going to be the same. Yeah, let's just go... Let's just check that the actual text works. So times 2. Because, yeah, it's going to be a little bit tricky if I need to put in another thing. So times 2. Actually, if I did times 3... I think this might work, actually. So what we need to do is sniper team int multiplier equals 2 if card so dot level is equal to 3 multiplier equals 3 and then that times multiplier. So now that we've done that, we just want to change some of the numbers, because if the last one is times 3, this one here could go up to as much as, say, 10. So I think we just give this a shot, see if all the numbers match, see if it all works. Yeah, it's only because the card, even though I like the idea of the card, it just felt a bit weak, it felt a bit rubbish. Have you got, actually, out of interest, I don't know if you're still here, Lakia, but have you got a favourite game mode that you prefer? Because I think there's classic, chaos, and marathon. Now, obviously, to me, my favourite is chaos, just purely because it really is. It's proper sort of hard going. Right. Sniper team 1. Oh. Plus 2 and 3. I think that's okay. We can give this sniper team a little try, see if it's any good. Okay. Right. Okay. So this one here, it summons. Oh yes, of course. I haven't actually changed it in a particular place, but so we've got 5 mana here, so it should be doing 10. So 5 times 2 is 10 plus 3, so it should be 13 rangers. And we've got 13 there. Absolutely fantastic. Right, cool. Oh, in fact, that's kind of reminded me, because this text is kind of going over the town. I don't know actually a better place to put it. I don't really know. Like, we could either put it underneath here, or we could put it on top of these, but I don't know. Either way, over the town isn't the best solution. So anyway, that's level 1 sorted. We can use Heart of the Cards so that we can draw more. Oh, maybe we can't. I wonder why. Okay, I have created an error message. I've just got to work out what the... Right, so now that I can't play cards, what has... Okay, this is fine. Everything's fine. I want to recreate that problem and see if it happens again. So we've got this sniper team. I'm going to cast that. And then that stops me from doing that, which is fine. So let's try and okay. We can get rid of this now. This is kind of getting in the way. All right, okay. Let's hope I haven't entirely broken the whole game. Does it happen specifically with the Ranger card, or does it happen with other things as well? Oh, hang on a sec. No, it wouldn't be that. Because, yeah, after playing... Oh, no, that's what... Oh, I'm such an idiot. Of course you can't play any more cards because I spent all the mana. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Okay, everything was fine. I don't know why I was making a big deal out of this. So, this one here, this summons... this should be... this is level 3, so it should be... oh, although I'm 1 mana short. Why is that? Okay. I'm not actually sure what the problem there was. So this one's level 2. So this should be 10 plus 10, so 20. Yeah. And that's all the mana spent. Cool. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because I think the weird thing is so one thing that's important to note as well is I think it's more in Marathon and Chaos, but when you get a box that's 5x5 or bigger, it does actually reduce part of your like conveyor belt at the bottom. So, but it is, yeah, it is a bit of a panic. Right. So I can actually still do that and nothing will happen. That's fine. Okay. So that's 13. Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. Right. Anyway. Right, I think we're sorted. Actually, that feels a bit slow as well. We could make those Ranger things just go a little bit faster. Yeah. Okay. Right. So, we need to change a few things on the actual text itself. So, Sniper Team. Rangers times 2 times 2 times by 3. Okay, so let's just check that it looks okay, because I can't remember what the multiplication symbol looks like in my particular font, and I just want to check it's working. Add that many Rangers times 2. Yeah. Okay. Right, yeah. Looks like... Okay, so we have improved it. I don't know if it's actually still a viable card, but it's now at least reasonable. Because Rangers are the best unit. Oh, right. Okay. So I have got an idea that, like, the moment your town takes any damage at all, it instantly kills all of your Rangers. And I kind of want to change that so that it only destroys the number of Rangers equal to the damage that you've taken. So I think that's what I kind of want to work on. Yeah. So where do we do that? Actually, you know what? Before I do any of that, in fact, we can do this all in one go. So combat script, edit script. Combat. What I kind of want to do, Control MO, off combat. First of all, make Rangers attack from minimap. Let's go to this definition. Make Rangers attack from minimap. Let's go change that to 20. And yeah. This is fire individual thing, and we kind of want this number to go a little bit faster. So it instantiates the projectile trans, it then moves to the point, and I think this is the time, comma, yeah, time to take. We can make this a lot slower, I mean a lot faster, so let's say 0.5 0.5 and 0.65. So let's give that a try. Let's see if this still looks okay, because it might look a bit rubbish, because I haven't changed everything. So we want to get as many snipers as we can, as many rangers, and then see if this still looks okay. So, right, how does this look? Does that look a bit too fast? Right. Yeah, I think that looks okay. Admittedly, it's leaving this screen a bit too slow now, isn't it? Yeah. And so when it's just up close, I could make the up close ones a bit faster as well. That's okay. That's exactly what we're looking to do. Home. So let's go back into this combat script. So that's making the ranged part faster, and then make rangers attack. Let's go to this definition. Set delay speed. Make individual. Wow. Yeah, of course, this is dealing with something confusing, but that's okay. And I think there's just going to be somewhere here. So that's 1.24. So 6.5. And so that's when it's off combat, and when it's there, do we actually just do this, change the numbers again? I think that seems okay. So let's have a little look. Let's see if this looks okay. Oh, really? I haven't really got a Switch. So I haven't tried it on that. I'm guessing because I've played it on the PS5, and it works as well as I could reasonably hope for on the PS5, given you're using a control pad. But I'm guessing with Switch, you're using like touchscreen, aren't you? But like, I think, yeah. Hold on. Right, let's go do a bit of this. I think I probably mentioned. I probably do mention Slay the Spire a bit too much. So let's have a look. Right, this is the big one. This one will give us 25. So, bam. Yeah, that's good. And then I kind of want to check. Oh, okay, that's a bit annoying. He's going to destroy all of our defenders. Unless I can. Nope, there's nothing I can do. So, yeah. Right, but we need to, yeah, I'm looking forward to just sort of dealing with the destroying of rangers. So now we just want to create more rangers. There we go. Yeah. Oh, yes. So I think part of what I found quite funny is the way that it doesn't even slightly go. I've got 99 problems, but creating a banner to indicate that there are more than 50 units of one particular type ain't one. You know. Right. Let's see what this looks like up close up. But yeah. Oh no, I do. I appreciate you saying that, though, Lake here. Yeah, that looks fine. Right. Okay. This bit's fixed. It did the thing. It did the thing that I wanted to check, and I don't know why. Okay. So, sorry, yeah, what just happened there is the attackers... This took damage before all the attackers had done their thing, and I don't really know why that happened. Let me see if I can recreate that problem. I'm not sure if I can now. Maybe I should have the life bar underneath or something. Yeah, like, because I'm trying to work out if like all of this information could be put underneath here or something. Yeah. Right, but anyway, we're dealing with something else. We want to make sure that when you take damage, you only destroy the number of ranges equal to the damage that the town has been taken. So I can actually still try this. So and toughen. Okay. Oh no, we're just dead, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Right, that's fine. So how are we going to do that? That shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the thing which I'm obviously, like, since Slay the Spire has come out, in many respects, I'm just one of those people where I'm like, oh, this is such a good game. I think it's such a good game that it's like, how come there aren't more of them? And it's like, I feel Slay the Spire is like, oh, this has come out now. There's so many other good sort of card drafting like games that have come off the back of that. Right, so we are working on making sure that when you take damage, so it'll be in the combat script, when you take damage, no, not there, deal with town damage. Maybe it's all done in here. Deal with town damage routine. This deals with Noble Kotu. Oh wow, okay, hold on. Oh man, okay, alright, I think I just need one line of code here, which is I'm just going to copy this, Control V, and then do that. Okay, and now we're still keeping this because this, we can always swap it back to it just destroying all the rangers. But if I just did this to oh yeah, I think it's just damage to Town Heart. Yeah. Oh wow! I tell you what, actually, Magic the Gathering. That's another like. I absolutely like. When I was a lot younger, I used to play Magic the Gathering an awful lot. Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Sort of catching up on chat slightly. Lurking, absolutely. Lurking's always the way for. I do a lot of lurking, so no problem with that. I think. Yeah. Like. Like when I played Magic, I used to do what was called Magic the Gathering Online. I don't know if it's still a thing, but it was slightly more of a Magic simulator whereas I think Magic the Gathering Arena is a little bit more kind of Hearthstone-y, where it's just a bit juicier. There's more animations and stuff. But yeah, I loved Magic the Gathering back in the day. Right, is damage to Town Heart. Okay, so we can actually do a bit of an experiment here. So, I mean, literally that one line of code might have just fixed absolutely everything. This will be brilliant if this works. So, let's do this. Let's do this and do this. Oh no, yeah, that's all I can do. Planning ahead. Toughen, why not? Like I say, you know when something seems so too good to be true that you know it might end up being a problem. Like literally changing that one line, I think fixes all of the problems that we've got. So let's go use one of these. So, let's see if we can do a full recall of, like, a full analysis of everything that's going to happen when I press end turn. So, first of all, we've got 64 rangers. They're all going to attack, and it's going to do 64 damage to that. then he is going to do this totem thing, which doesn't do anything. Then he's going to do 31 damage, destroying the defenders and getting the armoured defenders to turn into that. And how much damage is going to get through? It looks like it's going to be 8 damage. So hopefully 8 rangers will die here. Right, we want 8 rangers to die, which will bring it down to 56. Oh, it was that simple. It was that simple. So yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. I think I'm not going to put too much thought into that. Like, we can always swap it back. Literally, if ever we want to do it, I've just got this bit in green and we can change it. And I think I'm okay with that. I'm going to just let that sit, and yeah, that's good. Okay. Wow, we are cracking through these big time. Okay, so make the Rangers card better. Let's go. Right, I thought I had another one here. Make monsters move. Sort out why. Oh yeah, sort out why the game didn't close when I wanted it to. That's something which I'm going to fix for another time. I'm going to worry about that later. Now, so we've successfully created more cards this time. We have fixed the whole totem destruction thing nicely. We haven't made different strategy better, because that's a terrible card that needs improving. That's something that I'm going to worry about another time. Let's have a think. That is something that I do want to do. I don't know the best way of doing this. Yeah, I want it to, to have a move that just kind of like means that you've got a limited number of cards you can play each turn. But I haven't. That's something which I won't do that today, because I need to. Right, make a card that causes your attackers to attack straight away. Oh. Yeah, that's another thing that I kind of want. But I don't know how to do that. That might be. I might. You know what? I tell you what. I might call it here. Just purely because it's like I've done so much stuff. My brain is just going like absolutely haywire at the moment. I think I need to have a little bit of a break. But yeah, I'll be on streaming again soon. So in good news, my job for the next good few months, I've got consistent shifts. They're in very specific times each week, whereas before it was entirely randomised. As a result, it means it's a lot easier for me to actually try and get some sort of system where I can actually stream regularly and more consistent hours. So yeah. Oh yeah, thanks. But yeah, so I'll hopefully be able to do some more streaming again soon. As in just more regularly, because it's just before it just there was just no consistency. It was just whenever I kind of had the opportunity. Right. Anyway, I will thank you so much for sticking around. This has been an absolute fantastic stream. I will see who I can raid. Right, rock and roll.